First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go play fake. Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Smith with a first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. It got his man, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running out of the gun with Etienne. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And Lutz puts this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just...
And he will score! Touchdown, Falcons! Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes now to throw. Smith catches left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, here's Love. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Love. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch. And you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They fake the give, now Mahomes.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
It's complete to Fuller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Lions 10. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Falcons' 21-yard line.
Watch Mike. Yeah. Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Here's Murray. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Etienne.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen.
Murray now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Play fake. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
That's good. For Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne with its 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Lions,
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Michael Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Murray to air it out again. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. To throw is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
The most improbable
exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.